Hello, this is Rachel. Yesterday we talked about the 3 core values that I have in helping women who are escaping domestic abuse. That would be safety, autonomy, and empowerment. And I said that I was going to share more about autonomy because it is such an important topic. And the way that we think about that is really, really relevant in how we help women who are escaping domestic abuse. So, autonomy in this instance is the ability to make decisions ourselves and really have that control in our lives, and be calling the shots ourselves. So here's the thing. The absolute hallmark of abuse is control, right? That's, people don't abuse you because you're weak or because they're an alcoholic or because of something you did. They abuse because they feel entitled to control. That is why people abuse. And so something that I've learned over my years of doing this work is that a kind-hearted person who comes in and tries to control our lives, even in a good way, is just the opposite side of the coin from our abuser. So if you walk into her life and say, you really need to take that job, or you really have to get your kid into this particular therapist, or I found this apartment for you, it's just perfect, you're going to move there, right? She's been so conditioned for however long she was in that relationship, whether it was a few months or several decades or anywhere in between. She's been conditioned to believe that she can't think for herself and she's too stupid to make these decisions for herself. And that's why somebody has to come in and make these decisions for her. Like, oh, how cute that you think you can run your own life, but you can't be trusted with that. I'm going to run your life for you. And of course that sounds malicious, but it comes across the same way, even from somebody who has our best interest at heart and who wants to help us. So one way that I stay away from that is I make it a policy never to say you have to do anything. And I even really don't normally say you should. The most I will say is, if I were in your position, it seems to me that that job could be a great fit for you. How do you feel about that? Or when I was in a situation similar, this was one way I was able to help my kids. Have you thought about trying that? Or do you have other ideas of how you may help your kids through whatever particular situation she's dealing with, or things like that? Or even just asking questions. Like, you're saying that you can't find any apartment openings. Which places have you checked? Do you want me to help you screen listings and then you can take a look at them and see which one seems best? In none of those cases are you saying something like, hey, I found this apartment, it would be perfect for you, you better go apply. Or, what are you doing with your kids? Clearly they need whatever. That is just so disempowering, which of course empowerment is the next core value. But if you only learn one thing from this particular video, please have this be your takeaway. Kind-hearted control is just the same side of the same coin that is malicious control. It is. Please don't try to swoop in and fix something or save someone from herself. Maybe give some suggestions, But the key to that is you have to be okay if she says no, or if she doesn't agree with you, or if you say, hey, this church has been really great for me. Why don't you come visit? And if she says, no, that's okay. I really like the church I have, or I've decided church isn't for me right now, then you smile and you say, okay, that's great. I trust your judgment, and leave it at that. And that will really show her that you care about her more than you care about your own ideas, and that you trust her intuition, because chances are she does not trust her own intuition, and she needs to. That's a really foundational part to moving ahead and healing from this, is learning to trust yourself. And if you feel that you can't trust yourself, you're going to have a hard time healing from this. So thank you for sticking with me on that one. Thank you for all that you're doing to support women and children coming out of abuse. Let me know if there are other topics that you would like me to discuss, and please subscribe to my channel, and we can learn together how to best serve women who are dealing with this.